still following up. You see us walking around, checking with more people, re-interviewing people. But anybody with any information about the whereabouts of the young man.
Is your family lying? It is I, Stacy. Braylen Noble. Is your family lying?
Information leading to Braylen's recovery. Braylen is nonverbal and has autism. He was last seen wearing a red and white Mickey Mouse shirt. Reporting live in South Toledo, Sophia Pericone.
Well, I'm communicating success and interference and abundance.
If they don't find him tonight. Anyone over 18 can join.
Braylen Noble. Timing, interference, lies, deception, abundant. Redefine man and redefine known vehicle drive home male. Was there a male in the home? Communications, child, legal problems. Break free in negativity. Sorry, backwards. Change visit. They don't want to play this in contested crap. Fight. Lies, deception. Okay? Break free of that negativity. Start telling the truth. The cops know you're lying. Alright, so anyway, it is I, Stacy. I'm in the living room. I am up, sitting up. Anyway, too many people disappearing. It's just like, I gotta do something. What can you do? I've already put out a video for Braylen, right? And, both my sons are autistic, but they're 21. And yeah, they got issues, and, times are hard for this generation anyway. But school was coming back into session, and so was the SSI checks and disability. 3-year-olds normally aren't medicated, but they do want them medicated before actual kindergarten. And so I don't really think he was medicated. But anyway, the point is actually the window wasn't that high if you think about it, because you can survive it. You might actually get hurt, and yeah, the head is heavier. However, this is not the only one case. After this corona lifted, we find out that all these people are missing. And how many autistic kids go missing? I've seen, I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and I've seen them where they threw one out in the trash can. Yeah, and there was one that I think they found in an empty vehicle. But yeah, there's so many. But then again, why are these kids so many autistic? I could have. Where's Sassy? Sassy. She's picking at her nails because she needs her nails clipped. So I really wasn't going to make another video about this because you know what? I hope I am wrong. I hope he is found. And I hope that nobody snatched him up and hurt this poor baby. But then again, the neighbor stated that they heard him earlier that day. And he's yelling because autistic kids like to do that. Especially when they want to continue doing the same thing over and over again. I remember my son played with a big truck for like 8 hours. I couldn't get him to stop. But you know what? And then he'd line up his little people. But the point is and then you gotta face the fact your kid's autistic. That's right, you gotta face the fact. Daddy probably didn't want to face the fact. They never do. But I heard that the grandmother and grandfather was living at the apartment. Now, if neighbors heard him yelling and screaming around 10:30-ish, even if she was taking a nap, passed out, whatever, then again, at 3-year-olds, they should still be taking naps. But yes, autistic kids don't like to take naps. Not at that time. They like to take you right at dinner time and stay up all night, right? But anyway, that's no joke. But when I get nervous, I do this shit. But I've already did a video, and hopefully I'm wrong about it. Something's not right, and where did they hide them? And then there's another case that we're gonna do. There's several cases of missing people. Anyway, it's sad, and we're not even in law enforcement. It breaks our heart. Imagine what those people deal with. But anyway, yeah, he could survive jumping out the 2-story, but you'd think he would be hurt. And then it took her so long to figure out the kid jumped or fell. Then again, never put your baby's bed up against the window. By the way, he also seems like he's pretty big for 3 years old. So yeah, he probably could just fall out the window. Wasn't a balcony, it was the window. And I lived in one of the first apartments I lived in, which was a bad mistake, and I'm glad they messed up that lease, because I got out in 6 months, and still they tried to come after me for the last month's rent, and leaving lamps in the apartment instead of taking them to the trash dumpster. But anyway, those windows were so low, I kept them locked at all times, but they were so low that, yeah, any child could have, opened it up, fell right out. And I've also had another child that came over and played, that actually, there was another little closet in one room, and it had, empty space, and then, space behind it. And he actually stood up, and I caught him trying to jump from there to the window standing up, thank God, and was showing my autistic kids, hey, look what I can do. And he's right in the damn window. And oh my God, I flipped out, and that child told me he wasn't going to leave my house. I was like, yes, you are. He said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to call the cop. I said, get the fuck out of my house now. A little 6-year-old telling me in the living room he wasn't going to get out of my house. Anyway. Flashbacks. So yeah, now, should we do where is he, or let them handle it? Anybody got a car in that house, they drove him somewhere, but, or they hid him in the storage unit while the cops were searching, because, unless you give them the rights to go search everything, where did they hide him? Or did, I had a friend that lived down the road that said her kids actually kidnapped another kid, and she found him in the closet and said, oh, mommy, I was going to keep him. Maybe he did fall on the ground, and a little kid found him and said, come on back to my house, right? But you would think by now that something would be found or said. You would think. So, but yeah, I do know that there's too many autistic kids, and there's too many autistic kids going missing. It's an epidemic. What should I ask? And by the way, I don't really like doing these videos either, because the murderers are still out there. It's not hard to find people now, besides the hate little mail I get. And by the way, I took down Nolan Erler from Canada, because somebody said to me, why would you put this out in the family, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you're right. I'll just wait until they find them, and then I'll put down who the hell did it. But it's either that or do relationships. But anyway, where did they hide him? Let's do that question. And I got to cut this short because it won't upload. Braylen Noble, where did they hide you? This is my mini deck. What was that? My neighbors are very loud. They have a child, I swear, that runs through the apartment between 1 and 3 every night. Very loud. And I live in a room. Oh, too much information in case y'all want to know to come kill me. I've had death threats. All right, so what I asked, and then here's what comes up. Where did they hide you? Worried, upside down, deaf, break free from negativity. And it's also princesses represent ideas, break free from negativity, worried, setbacks. Where did they hide them? Okay. Oh no. Now the Prince of Wands is usually represents a darker person or Aries, but he can also represent another city. And remember, all of my readings are mostly for us to learn how to do this, and we can look back on the mistakes that I've made, and also you can get out your cards and ask the same question and see what you get. Usually it comes up the same, but anyway, sudden vibrations, and usually it represents open air fields. And then there's tourist builder, which also represents labyrinths or buildings or an actual person. So there it's kind of iffy. I can continue to ask questions about this, but let's just take it for what it is right now. Another city, sudden vibrations, land, open, and some kind of construction. I hear a mice in my kitchen, and I have traps everywhere. So if you see me jump or scream, you know what it is. And also remember, I found a baby snake in my basement. So if you really hear me scream, I'm going to be famous on YouTube for a long time, because I still think Mama Snake is in my basement. How it got there, I do not know. Anyway, this is things to take into consideration or things to change. This one came first. Communicating out, level change 10. Emotionally swept away. And then velour usually represents actual action and body. So in other words, he was on land, but now he's been swept away. Time is clicking. Anyway, the final outcome. And what was the question? Where are you at? What did they do to you? Okay, more. Death and destruction. Prince of Cups, which usually represents boyfriend or someone in the family. Or it could, actually could represent a young man, but disappointment and loss. I forgot what the question was. Where are you? But the first question was, is the family lying? Alright, I'm going to cut this short, and then we'll come back another time on that one. God bless everybody and be safe.